Thanks, Mary and Michelle. While Brady's jersey sales might be rising, the Iowa football team's ticket sales are doing the exact opposite.
That's right, Mark. Season ticket sales have been decreasing each season after a disappointing 2014 campaign. Sales are expected to drop even further.
Daily Iowan TV's Zach Mackey takes us inside the numbers.
Kinnick Stadium is said to be one of the greatest venues in college football. Hawkeye fans are as good as they come and have been known to support their team through it all. But it seems that the Hawkeye faithful have seen enough. Ticket sales are on their way down for the Hawks this season. This has been a gradual slope throughout the last couple of years, but the devastating loss for the Hawkeyes in the TaxSlayer Bowl to Tennessee was too much for some Iowa fans. The final numbers are just now starting to come back for Iowa Athletic Director Gary Barta, but he says the numbers are definitely down from last season. Back in the 2006 fiscal year, the Iowa Athletic Department brought in the 16th highest revenue in the country at $81.6 million. 44% of that came from ticket sales for the Iowa football team. Now, in 2016, only 23 to 60% of Iowa's revenue is going to be from ticket sales. Barta says Iowa has sold in the neighborhood of 30,000 general public season tickets and has another 500 new buyers waiting for orders to be served. In 2014, Iowa sold 37,823 season tickets to the general public, its lowest number since selling 37,125 in 2009. Iowa football tickets have been at a premium over the years. The average ticket price right now is $157, which is good enough for 9th in the country and is the highest for a team not ranked in the top 25. At the Hawkeyes' peak in the 2012 season, the Hawks had the second most expensive ticket in the country at $189. The Hawkeyes will still be raking in the money from their big-time TV deals. In 2008, 23% of Iowa's revenue came from the Big Ten television network. That number is supposed to be up to 35 to 37% this year. Iowa, though, is doing everything they can to get students back out to the game.
I appreciate your support, and I know our assistant coaches and football players do as well. I wanted to take this opportunity to remind you to order your football season tickets.
The Hawkeyes open up the season against Illinois State on September 5th. For Daily Iowan TV Sports, I'm Zach Mackey.
The Daily Iowans Female Athlete of the Year award goes to Iowa basketball's Sam Logic. The senior was an All-American, is an all-time assist leader, and a 10th pick in this year's WNBA draft.
Taylor Brooks sat down with Logic in this exclusive interview.
Do you just kind of want to take me through these last 4 years at Iowa and what they've really meant to you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Like you said, those stats, it's just a lot of it is a testament to my teammates just because, I mean, you don't get assists or even rebounds, without your teammates there boxing out or, knocking down shots. But it's just been crazy. You've had so many ups and downs. Luckily, we were blessed enough and talented enough and worked our butts off enough to have a lot more ups, a lot of positive times on and off the court with my team. And that's probably what I'm going to remember most about it.
Why basketball? Why are you so passionate about it, and why has it been such a significant part of your life, especially since you growing up doing it?
Yeah, I think my dad also always played. When we always watched him play in the city leagues. We had a couple cousins that played that we just were jealous of that they actually get to play organized basketball. But I mean, it was nothing that we were ever pressured into. Which I think is also important. I think that's a reason that you can grow that passion and that love for the game, just because you got to choose it. You weren't forced. It wasn't chosen for you. And I think that's what made it so important and so special to choose one sport and to choose what sport you wanted to do and what you love to do.
Did it ever click a moment where you're like, I think I want to be in the WNBA, or was it just kind of a build up and it became possible?
Well, I think that when you're little, you always dream of it. You kind of think of it just knowing the names, the big-time names that come from the UConns and things like that, you want to get there. You want to aspire to be there. But there's so many little steps that, take you to that point. I've always wanted to, but I don't think, honestly, it was a realization that it could actually happen probably until even last year, my junior year. I was like, maybe, next year. I mean, you still really just need, not just, but, you need to have a good senior year because – that's what everyone else is setting out to do, and it's just such an elite group of people who are even drafted.
You can catch the interview on DailyIowanSports.com.
Be sure to tune in to our final broadcast of the year tomorrow night for another exclusive interview, this time with Daily Iowan's Coach of the Year, Rick Heller.
Mary and Michelle, back to you at the desk.